Hi friends, my name is Megan and welcome to my 22nd Flosstube episode. If you are new here, welcome. This is a channel that's mostly about cross stitch. I do, however, like to show other crafts that I enjoy. Sometimes there's crochet or some sewing, some quilting, it's all kinds of different things. But today is going to be mostly about cross stitch. A special thank you to Heather from Link is My Homeboy. She shouted me out as one of her Flosstubers with under 1,000 subscribers to check out. And so if any of you came here from her suggestion, I appreciate that an awful lot. I love her videos. I was so shocked that she recommended mine. We stitch kind of very different things, but I love seeing the colors that she uses and the fabrics that she uses, and she's just great. So thank you, Heather. If you're coming back, thank you. As always, I appreciate you spending some time with me today. I'm going to give a little disclaimer here. Most of the time I film when nobody else is really home, but today that is not the case. You may be able to hear some dog barking. Cora and Aaron are outside. He's building something, so there might be some noise from the tools that he's using. Quentin is upstairs, so who knows what he'll be doing. But just as a disclaimer, it might be a little noisy today. I hope everybody's been doing well. It's been at least a month, I guess, since the last time that I was here. We're doing well. I have received my COVID vaccine, which makes me very happy. I got the Johnson & Johnson single dose, and that was the Friday before they paused the use of it. And I thought when I first heard that I would freak out, but I didn't freak out, and I feel fine and everything is good here. Both Aaron and Quentin go next Wednesday to get their first dose of the Pfizer vaccine. They just recently opened another mass vaccination site close to the house here in my county, so we're all feeling good and hopeful about that. Quentin had just gone back to school. He was doing 1 day a week, and then they were going to 4 days a week, and it was his first week of 4 days a week when he got exposed, and he just had to quarantine for 14 days, and it was a whole thing. So I think we're all looking forward to summer vacation this year. Other than that, dog's good, getting big, being sweet. Aaron's good, busy as always. Quentin's good, I'm okay. I feel like that's always my my standard answer. The weather is beautiful. Spring is here in Maryland. We had a little bit of a cold snap last week. I can't think of what is today. Today is Sunday, April 25th. The first day of May is next Saturday. That's all I know. But the weather's beautiful. The tulips have bloomed, the daffodils bloom, the hyacinth bloom, the peonies are coming up, the rose bush looks great. I have a lot of stuff that I'd like to get done outside. I just haven't had time to yet, so I'm hoping in the next week or so I'll get some projects out there done too. I'm taking a little bit of time off work next week, 3 days, and I'm really excited about it, and I'm really hoping to spend some of that outside playing with her. Alright, so what do we have today to show you? I have some whips, which are works in progress. I have 2 finishes, I think. I have an FFO, which is a fully finished object. I have a giveaway that I talked about a little bit in my last video. I asked for your guys' opinion on what you thought about a giveaway, and everybody's consensus was pretty much the same for me to choose things for all of you, and that is what I did. And then of course I have what came in the mail. So let's get into the stitching. This might be the most pitiful amount of stitching I've ever had to show. Like, I've just been really distracted, and I just have had a hard time settling and sitting down and getting anything done. But you know, it is what it is. At least I'm getting some stitching in, and that is what's important. So the first thing I'm going to show you is the 2020 pandemic sampler. I'm stitching this as part of the It's been one hell of a year, Sal, that Emily C. of Eclectic Possessions started. This is just a black and white picture, but spoiler alert, I got myself a color copier and I'm so excited. I was like, man, I feel like such a grown-up with this copier. It's the little things sometimes. Either way, this is not a color copy. This is just the black and white version. This is available through Christine, who is Sarcy Girl on Instagram. On my last video, I tried to put some information down below. I'm not sure still how to link things properly. What are you gonna do? But I will make sure that I put her Instagram name below if you would like to check this out. I am stitching this on a piece of 36 count My Little Dove by Extra Design. My Little Dove. I'm using all of the called for DMC and I got a peach finish. So here's where I am. These colors are gorgeous. This is so pretty. That border is pretty intense. But I really like the way it's turning out. This is going to be a pretty big project. I think it's going to take up most of this piece of fabric. It's 3 pages wide and 2 pages down. So I was very happy with that. The next thing that I worked on, and I worked on this until it was finished. I believe I showed this in my last video. Hi friends, future Megan here. I messed up this next part so badly that I had to come on and say something. The pattern that I stitched was a Japanese hiragana sampler by Modern Folk Embroidery, and I stitched that as part of the Stitch Asia hashtag that Abby Bella Stitch, who is on Instagram and also Flosstube, started. I just had to come on and fix that. So now back to me stumbling over my words and misspeaking. Bye. Was a Japanese hiragana sampler. I'm gonna have to put a picture in because I don't have a printout of it, by Modern Folk Embroidery. I stitched this as part of the Stitch Asia stitch along that Allie from Bella Stitch started on Instagram, and here is my finish. Ooh, sorry about those wrinkles. Also, it's upside down. This is going great. So the original was stitched in 2 colors of DMC, a pink and a green if I remember correctly, and I did not choose to use those colors. I used this sulky petite 1, 2, 3, 4 maybe. I never know where to look for the correct number for the sulky, but it's like a really dark gray. I used this limited edition Gentle Art, which is more of a brown black. I used DMC 115, which is a beautiful variegated red. I love that red. And the tiniest bit of B5200. And that B5200 is just in the flowers there. I did add a little bead, hopefully you can see, in the center of each of the flowers. There was a border that went around it. I chose to omit that. And I want to finish this into like a roll, and I ordered this beautiful Japanese fabric to go on the inside. And I think the colors are going to go really nice with the stitched piece. It's really pretty. And I got some cording as well to go with that. So I finished that up. Next, I don't remember if this was started in my last video, but I have finished Sheepish Designs Sitting Pretty, the 112th exemplary. And there are two charting options in here, a light one and a dark one, and I did the dark one. I had the 32 count charcoal gray Lugana already out that I finished Moon Garden on, and I just measured and did it on the other half of the top of that. I did just pull some colors from my stash for that, and here is my finish. I am quite pleased with how this turned out. There are some satin stitches in the flower and in the basket. I do love it on this dark fabric. You see there's next to each other. I still have another whole half here. Very pretty, very fun. Enjoyed that very much. And the last bit of stitching that I'm working on right now, excuse me, is the part of the Peruvian cat cell, also on Instagram. This is the excuse me, Cat's Reflection Sampler by Peruvian Flair. Her name's Anna. This is from her Etsy shop, and this is what it looks like. I did get some other things from her Etsy shop as well, and I will show them when I get to what came in the mail. So the design calls for just monochromatic, but I decided to choose some different colors. It's still on the hoop because I'm hoping to keep working on this later today. Here's where I am. So getting pretty close to finished. I had asked in my last video for some suggestions on what to use those very variegated silks that I get from Silks For You in my monthly packs, and I chose to use one of them as the border for this. Here are the colors that I'm using. The gray and the black are both sulkies. 1005 and 1240. And the variegated silk is Silks For You PR 142, and it's this beautiful rainbow color. I'm really enjoying this. The fabric, I don't know what this fabric is. I measured it out to be a 20 count. It says, I googled it, and I think this says that it's 100% cotton. That's what the tag looks like. I have two pieces of this fabric, but this is very enjoyable, and I'm really liking how the coverage that the sulky is giving me on it. I was originally just going to do DMC, but I was worried that the coverage wouldn't be quite enough. And I changed the colors of the cats to look like our cats. That's Wood Kitty, Dingus, our outside cat, and Mittens, which is our littlest cat. Cute. This is fun. This is very soothing, like the border. There's no surprises in the border. Easy stitching. Very, very nice. I highly recommend. And that's it. That's all of the stitching I have that I've been working on. I do have my finish here, my fully finished object. Yeah, I'll show you and then I'll explain. So this is 99 Bottles by Ink Circles. Aaron got these corner bits, these like detailed corner bits, and he wanted to try them out, and since I stitched this for him, it just worked out for him that this was the frame that he chose to make. Stretching this was a little bit of a pain because I don't have very much margin at the top, and it's definitely not perfectly straight, but it's straight enough for me, and I guess that's all that matters. There is in the pattern a list of what all of the different beers are, and I think I'm going to attach that to the back. So there is my fully finished object. Okay. Arrange here real quick. So, like I said in my last video, I wanted to do a giveaway to celebrate me being on Flosstube for 2 years. I missed my 1-year anniversary because COVID and my cat died and it was all terrible, and I didn't do anything, so I wanted to make up for it this year, and I have spent some time collecting some things and making some things for all of you as a thank you for always coming back and hanging out with me, and for all of your incredibly kind and encouraging comments. I really do appreciate all of you more than you know. I think I've said before that this is like so far outside of my comfort zone, and you all are just amazing, and I just wanted to say thank you. So, this is what I chose. First, I made you guys a project bag. Here it is. My favorite color is gray, so I made you a gray project bag. Here's the inside fabric. I would like to learn to sew clothing so I can make myself a shirt out of this print. I love it so much. This is like a Vana style bag. And I've got some goodies to go inside of this bag. First, if you've been with me for a while, you know I have a love for blue samplers, and so I decided to get you a little bouquet of blue DMC. Lots of pretty, pretty blues in there. Something new that I've been enjoying are, well, not new, but something new that I'm using that I'm enjoying are floss tags. So I made you a whole bunch. I made you crabs because I'm from Maryland. I made you constellations because I love the moon and the stars. And then this last one is supposed to be, they call it burlap, but we're gonna pretend like that's a close-in of some slubby linen instead. So I've got a ring here of floss tags for you. I love Stacey Nash. I love all of her patterns. I like making her things. And so I wanted to make you something from one of her designs. And I made you this little pear needle book. It's got a button on the back. And you just open it up and you can stick your needles there. Truth be told, I made 3 of these. The first one the doll got, and then the second one I was like, I don't know, and so I ended up making 3. But a little pair for you, and some needles to go inside. I have talked about on here before, and I've shown you, and will be showing you again, products from It's Charm School, which is Allison Rosen is a crafty girl. And I really like her products a lot. And I think I showed in my last video that I got one of her Needleminder work catchers, and I've been using it and I've been really enjoying it. And then she made like little mini ones, because the one that I have is bigger, but it's also pretty heavy, so you need it on a pretty sturdy project. But I got you guys one of her little ones. So cute. You just clip it there and all your little orts go in. Something else that I recently got of hers that I've been using quite a bit is her tail puller. You know, to like pull your little tails from behind your stitches, and I got you one of those as well. This is a cute little mushroom. And then you open this up, but I'm not gonna open it since it'll be yours. You know, I like to crochet, so I wanted to crochet a little something for you too. This is, here, I'll show you the pattern. The pattern is from Oak and Willow. she is super nice. I'll make sure I put her Instagram down below too. This is her Bohemian mug rug pattern. Her patterns are great. Super easy, lots of detail, lots of pictures, very beginner friendly. She also has dish towels that she makes that incorporates cross stitch with your crochet. So you crochet and then she shows you how to cross stitch over them. I have purchased the patterns, but I have not yet tried one. This I have made before, and I used to keep this by my stitchy spot until the dog wants to eat anything made out of yarn. But this is her Bohemian mug rug pattern. And I made you guys a little tiny one that maybe you could sit by your stitchy spot. What I like to do is I like to, you know, put my scissors here and like my threads here, and it all lays nicely. And I made you guys one too. Cute. All right, one last thing. And this is going to be how you're going to enter the giveaway. I have 3 patterns here, all of which represent some of my favorite things. And what I would like you to do to enter the giveaway is to tell me which pattern you would like to stitch. And everybody that enters a pattern name I will draw from, and whichever 2 patterns don't go this time, then they can be for future giveaways. I hope that makes sense. So you can win one of these patterns along with everything else that I showed you today. The first one is the Prairie Schooler as the Crow Flies. I picked this because as the crow flies is like one of my favorite sayings. I don't know. I love it. I like the crows. I like the blackbirds. So if you would like to stitch this, please let me know you would like to stitch as the crow flies. The second option is Quaker Gone Po by Michelle Ink Needlework Designs. Sometimes I film on the other side of my dining room, and you can see my Edgar Allan Poe wall in the background when I film over there with Erin's giant Poe painted cross stitch, which is super cool. So if this is the one you'd be interested in, just tell me you'd like to stitch Quaker Gone Po. And the last option, I brought the stitched piece because the picture isn't very good. This is actually the pattern that inspired me to do blue samplers. When I first saw this, it is the Good Housewife Thankful Wheeler. When I first saw this pattern, I did not realize that, I don't know, I don't know if you can tell, I couldn't tell by looking at it, that it was blue. The house was blue and that a lot of the lettering was blue. Here's what it looks like all stitched up. I stitched it on 18 count Aida and all the called for DMC, and I love it. So if that is the pattern that you would like to choose, then let me know that you would like to stitch Thankful Wheeler. Regular giveaway rules apply. Please be 18. I will ship anywhere in the world. Please do not say giveaway. I will have to delete your comment. And my plan is to pull a winner when I film my next Flosstube. So in about a month. Basically, if you see a video after this, then the giveaway is closed. So yeah, I hope you guys like everything, and good luck to everybody. Yay! I'm very excited. I've had so much fun getting everything together for all of you. All right. The last thing that I have today is what has come in the mail since we last spoke. I got some stitchy kindness from my friend Lily, who is at 42 Stitches on Instagram. She sent me Plum Street Halloween Delivery, which I have loved for a very long time. And she also sent me a copy of Harvest Delivery. And her and I are going to stitch this together, I think, a little later this year. So I'm really looking forward to that. I bought a whole bunch of yarn. Can't stop, won't stop. I don't know. I got this from Shritzy Cat Designs by Kelly Straub. This is the colorway Detour Around That Sea Monster. DK, wait, here's the shop name. She had a lot of fun options on there, but something about, I don't really know that these are, I don't know. This is gorgeous yarn. I don't know what I'm doing with it, but it's absolutely beautiful. And then I placed 2 orders with Neighborhood Fiber Co., which is a dyeing business out of Baltimore. Let's see. In the first order, I got, these are in fingering weight. This is their colorway Fair Fight, which they did to honor Stacey Abrams. This is the colorway Observatory Circle, which they dyed to honor Kamala Harris. And I think that we all saw on Instagram her buying that, which was super, super cool. I also got this color called Cedar Croft, pretty brown. And then I think this is the result of them having a sale. I got Cooper Circle and Broadway Market. So this gorgeous red and gray, which I think need to become something together. My monthly things have come in. I haven't gotten my silk yet, but I feel like I just paid that in. I think I just got invoiced and paid that invoice. I don't know that anything monthly is really monthly anymore. It doesn't feel that way, but I could be wrong. I don't know. The first thing is from my Color and Cotton subscription. I got oyster shell in 36 count. I can never tell while I'm filming. I get a much better idea when I watch it back if like how anything any color turns out. But I really hope you can see what a beautiful like blue green this is. I want to be stitching on this right now. That was, I think I said February, and this one is March, and this is Parthenon in a 32 count. Pretty light pinky color. My Fortnite fabric subscription came in. I get a 36 count, and I'm in their shades of gray, something about gray, Floss Club. This one is called Round Trip. And very nice. Very spooky. I like it a lot. The next thing I don't have over here to show you because that would be unwieldy and weird, but I got myself a Lowry stand. I got it from Fire Poppies. I have been for several weeks like looking everywhere for a Lowry stand, and I don't know when they restocked it, but they did, and I just happened to go on and there was one left and I grabbed it. I've used it a couple times now, and I already love it so much. Kind of where I stitch my stitchy spot is like, you know, on the couch like a lot of people, but I would always be like all, like my knees would be up and my Q-snap would be like half resting on a knee and like into the couch and be all like hunched over, and already I can feel like my back is loving this. I got myself a couple of goodies from Itch Charm School as well. I got this little Raven, sparkly Raven Needleminder. I got myself this sweet little fox zipper pull. And I got myself 2 more of these end tuckers because I want one everywhere. I want one in the car for my car project. I want one upstairs for my upstairs projects, and I have the one in the living room. This is a flippin' cheese grater, and I love it with my whole heart. And a cute little strawberry as well. So cute and so handy. All right, next up I bought a project bag, and this project bag is from Stitch Folk. I think it's Stitch Folk on Etsy, and she is Stitch Folk, I'm sorry, on Instagram, and she is Stitch Folk Shop on Etsy. That's her card. And this is gorgeous and so well made. It's vinyl front. It's beautiful blackbird design sampler fabric. I love the red zipper. And then it also comes with a little, again, in the blackbird fabric for your, I can't think of what she calls these, but for your threads. So that is gorgeous, and something blackbird will definitely be going in there. Like I said earlier, when I ordered from Anna's Shop Peruvian Flair, I got a couple other things. She sent the prettiest card. So pretty. That was so pretty, with a really nice note in it. And she also sent along some fun stickers. She has a few crochet patterns in her shop, and I bought 2 of them. This one is to make mushrooms. They're both called toadstool mushroom crochet patterns, and so we'll call that one mushrooms, we'll call this one toadstools. It could be the other way. But as you can see, these are kind of like the little fat ones, and these are the little skinny ones, and I want to make a literal army of them. I want 1,000 of them everywhere. I think they are adorable. And I also got from her, she had this shawl in her shop, and it's crocheted and beaded, and I feel like a goddess when I wear it. It feels so pretty. So I can't wait for the fall so I can wear this a whole bunch. It's so cool. All right, next up, I placed an order with Stephanie at Lindy Stitches, and she draws those cute little things. And she also sends along a little freebie pattern. This is called Before the Ball. A sweet little mouse. What sent me there was, I get her newsletter, and she showed these scissors. And I was like, oh, I have to have those scissors. These are Pupford scissors, miniature with regular handle holes. That's the card. But these are the scissors. They come in a rainbow of colors. They're super sharp and pointy, but I don't know. They're ridiculous to me, and I love ridiculous things. So I got that. I also got myself some Dirty Face Lace by Lady Dot Creates. It's gorgeous and grungy, just like I like it. I got myself her Hedgehog House pattern, because that is very sweet and springy. And I also got Stars Bright, which is beautiful. I've liked this for a long time, and I've wanted it for a long time since I could not just buy those scissors, so this had to come home as well. I also got from her a piece of 30 count platinum linen by Weeks Dye Works. Nice big old chunk. I placed an order with Threads Entwined for the primitive hair calendar, which I guess has not yet come in. She said she would ship that when she got them. But I also ordered the, I guess this would be the last installment maybe, in the French kitchen, because I have the 4 that were part of the club, and then they released that one as well. So I got that. I placed an order with Jen's Stitching Niche on Etsy. I got ink circles after the roses. That was why I went there. And I just ordered the flosses from Abby at Top Knot Stitcher Shop. She had all but one. So I feel like it's been a while since I've gone to order floss, and one place has had almost every single one of them. That's gorgeous. I love the rose hips. Beautiful. I also got a piece of 36 count nougat. Just a nice pretty neutral. And I got 2 patterns from Liz Matthews, Gather Here. That's just so clean and pretty. And of course, I had to get the engraver's chart. I think that's genius. I love it. It's massive. It is 378 by 519. It's huge, but it's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. I've seen a lot of people starting this next piece already, and I am itching to start it. I just need to make some decisions, which I am struggling with. This is something I would like to stitch for Erin, and I think we both have different visions of what it might look like. This is Long Dog Sampler's opening gambit. In the past year, we all got really into chess, which was a lot of fun. So when I saw this, I was immediately like, I must have. Must. I've been trying to go back through my Etsy and print patterns that I bought before and hadn't printed out. So I don't remember if I purchased this since the last time I was here. I can't remember when she released it, or if it's just one of the backlog. You'll probably be seeing some of those in each video. But this is from Whistle Stop Stitcher Designs, and this is Midnight at Raven Manor. I think a lot of people bought this too. It says, "The boundaries which divide life from death are at best shadowy and vague. Who shall say where the one ends and the other begins?" The variable full of skulls just killed me. I loved it. Also from Etsy, I got this pattern called Hands to Earth by Good Flora Stitchwort. Because I would like to be out gardening. And I believe everything else I have here, which is not very much, came either from eBay or from Stash Unloading, cross stitch only. The first thing I got was this Fall Floral Sampler by The Knotted Tree. I don't know that I've heard of The Knotted Tree, but that's super cute. Bird and flowers and fall colors. And this came with all of the DMC and a piece of 32 count Autumn Field, which is a Zweigart. It's one of the printed. Very pretty. I got this pattern by The Good Housewife called The Little Sampler. And it says, "Girls, do not cook and scrub and scour until you have time to plant a tree or vine or flower." And I think I have another pattern by Carriage House that might have the exact same or very close to that same little saying on it. And this came with the code for DMCs and this just very neutral, creamy colored linen that I will probably grunge up. This pattern is a Blackbird Designs. This is Autumn Silhouette Loose Feathers number 10. And this also came with the called for supplies. It came with 3 skeins of the Weeks Dye Works Swamp Water and a piece of 28 count Harvest Blend by R&R. Very pretty. I got another Blackbird. This is Mary E. Higdon, 1851. I thought that was simple and sweet. I got a Prairie Moon, Faces of Eve. I've liked this one for a very long time. I was shocked, however, because this is not that big, right? This is 96 by 89, so not very large, but it calls for a lot of thread. It's way more than I had expected, based on the size and just by looking at the pattern. But that is what it is. I got Colonial Hair by the Primitive Hair. And the last thing, actually did not come from eBay. This came from Bush Mountain Stitchery. She has a Facebook group. Is it Bush Mountain Overstock? I can't remember what it is. I'll have to put it down in the description. But she'll post, if she's got like one-offs for sale, or if she wants to sell anything at a discount, she'll put it on there. And she had this listed. She had one of these in her stock. This is Handful of Posies Pin Disc by Stacy Nash. This was a 2018 Market exclusive kit, and it comes with everything in there to make that little pin disc, I think, except for the floss. Let's see. That's the chart, batting, the heart, cutouts, backing fabric, ribbon, and the linen to stitch it on. That's it. That's everything. I hope everybody has been well, and everybody's still staying vigilant with their hand washing and their mask wearing. I know things are changing and opening, and I just hope everybody's just still staying strong. I hope the weather's good where you are. I hope your families are happy and healthy. I hope you enter my giveaway and that you like what I have to offer here. I'm gonna do the rambly nonsense that I do at the end, so we're gonna stop here. Thank you all. I love you. Have a good day. Bye.